Hi, and welcome back to We Don't Know What We're Doing, and that's okay. Kind of in not a great mental place today. It's just one of those days. So someone had asked me on a Facebook group to go through my 5-year Hobonichi because I had showed how chunkalicious it's getting. And so I figured I'd just make a video on here and then I'll share it over there. So I started this in 2021. And as always, I always put too much on my plate to do to start off with. And then I end up just not doing it anymore. So I started off by, I'm going to just use this paper towel to cover this side because this was always like where I would write. I don't have any. Anyway, on this side, it's divided, into 5 years and you can do a little writing for each year. So on this side, what I started out doing is a news headline, the horoscope for the day, the weather, and like this happened to be National Bloody Mary Day. And you can see I did it for 2021 and 2022. And then nothing. Okay, so that really didn't last long. And as you look further down, wasn't doing anything. And then eventually in 2022, something about when the time changed in May just screwed me all up and I stopped everything. So in my determination to try again, I've stopped doing this altogether. And now I'm just doing art stuff over here. I'm not even really worrying about like, is it good art or not? I have been inspired lately by YouTube videos by just random people that have maybe 100 subscribers on their YouTube channel, which is obviously arguably less random than me. But they do just art that they enjoy, and from a skilled standpoint, I guess it would be like, well, this isn't super advanced, but these people are having a good ass time. And what they're creating is really good and makes them happy. And why aren't I following their lead? So that's what I'm doing now, is each day is just washi tape, stickers. I don't know how much I should flip through this. Random stuff. And then like, oh, here's one. I took just a card. And you could tell the kind of day I was having. Life's a bowl of shit. There you have it. And then on some days, let's see. This one, I was feeling pretty sassy and upset about a quote by a Tennessee House GOP vice chair. Not too pleased about that. You can see hopefully you can see these. And I'm not like revealing too much about okay, here. I just used die cuts, made a random thing. And on some, you can see here it says puppy because in 2021 we had a new puppy, so it says new puppy. And I'm just making collage, throwing stuff down, and that really was exemplified today because I just went through a basket I have of random stuff, slapped it down, and then added acetate on top. Why? Because I like it. Because I felt like cutting it. Not really anything more than that. I'm just trying to enjoy the process and not overthink what I'm putting down on the paper. Because I know someday this is going to be what's left of me, what my children keep, and the fact that they're going to have something that my hands touched and that my creative mind put together. I think that's going to be meaningful to them. And then for yesterday's, boom, same thing. What did I do? I cut out a freaking lightning bolt shaped acetate. Why? Because I felt like it. That's it. So I've turned this from like, having to write over here and write over here. Now it's nothing but just a small, quick piece of art. And then whatever random thought I put over here, which may have nothing to do with what happened that day. It's just whatever I feel like writing. It could be just nonsense. It doesn't even matter. So in addition to this, since I just decided to make this like a planner lineup, See, again here, I just happen to have a lot of different stickers and stuff. A friend of mine bought a bunch of things and we swapped. So we each have a little bit of everything. And then here, felt like drawing some circles because I just learned about this thing called neopathic art, I don't know. But you just basically draw shapes and then you round out the intersections where the lines come together. Very fun, highly recommend it. And then the other thing I do, let's see if I can cover up this stuff, is if I have empty spaces over here, I'll just draw something that kind of coordinates with this. Just filling in spaces, no big deal. So that's what I did in this one, and I intend to continue to do, because there was no way I was starting this 5-year planner and was just going to throw it all away. That was one thing I think a lot of us get caught up in, is if we stop at some point, we feel like, oh my God, I have to get a new one. I have to start over, you know? I've gotten over that. If I stop, I just start again. And I will show you that, a specific example of that in this one. This is a planner I got as just to write letters to my kids. That's all it's for. Each kit, you can see, again, I don't really want to share. And I'm doing art in here too. But you can see I've written names at the head. So like whenever I feel like writing to my kids, each one, I write on here. And originally, as always, I started out actually writing on the actual date. And you know, I think I got this last year. Obviously started and stopped again. So now I'll just write down the actual date. I'm not gonna stop doing this until it's full. I don't care how long it takes me. So on the monthly cover pages, I just do a quick piece of art. And I have instructions here for them for how they will handle this upon my passing. So just things that happened on each of those days. And again, I started and stopped. And so I just made a little note that says, okay, now we're in the following year because your mom stopped. Here I'm filling up boxes with little drawings. Why? Because I like it and it's cute. So this was 2022. I was doing the weather every day just because there was something super satisfying about seeing it filled in. So I include mom's tip of the month and a quote. So this one was, don't worry about what others think about you. Trust me, no one is thinking about you like you're thinking about you. So I did this. This one's one of my favorite things. Always remember my 3 C's of fashion: casual, comfy, and colorful. Words of wisdom. So I did this till May, where I said the time change screwed me up for some reason. So I just put a little thing here saying, hey, took a break. Now we're on 2023. No big deal. So we've got that. And then, like I said, I am writing to my kids a little bit of art. So that's that one. Final one is just my everyday carry. Pretty standard, but I made my own little, I just left the black of the A6 and just added something that I got from the cover of a book. And because it's getting fatter, I just got these generic little ties from Amazon to keep them closed. Also made my own page marker with the self-laminating stuff. So same thing here where I will, again, I don't want to just show you details of my life. These can include, look at me trying to hide all my dirty secrets. These can include like pictures of my family. Again, I just try to do random art. Here's a cover page for May, I think it was. And again, I'm just trying to focus on having fun with it and not really worrying about if it's like Instagram worthy, because let's face it, most of what I do isn't. So who cares? So I do the weather every day and the little index calendars in the front every day. Don't write letters to my kids every day because I don't like them every day. And sometimes I write letters when I don't like them. This is my 5-year that I do every day. And I do my daily journaling in here. And yeah, just my normal monthly, keeping my schedule. If it's not written down, man, it does not exist. My final thing is my planner for next year, which I made out of 2 Hobonichi notebooks. Just bound it together, spiral bound, and then added my little tabs. I have my weekly tab here for my weekly to-do list, because that's the one thing I just could never get to work for me, and the cousin was the weekly spread, just didn't need it. And it bugged me for some reason. So this is normally what I just do in a random notebook. And then I'm going to have my daily pages here and my monthly spreads here. And it's on the Tomo River paper, which makes me very happy. So we'll see next year. The problem is I made this so early on in 2023 that now I have to sit with it for the rest of the year and not end up wanting something else. Don't tell my husband, because I'm super excited about this. And because it's in a spiral, if it gets super chunky, it's going to be okay. So anyway, I hope that the original point was to do a flip through of this. I didn't really show very much, did I? Oh well, this video is probably already too long. So that's it for now. That was 10 minutes of a whole lot of not very much exciting. But I had fun anyway, and it made me happy. So we don't know what we're doing. We don't ever know what we're doing, and that's okay. Because as a book that I just finished says, you don't have to understand life. You just have to live it. Have a good day.